Today we are going to discuss the internal table concept. Okay, and see, I'm going to say the requirement here. I'm going to say the requirement here. Okay, I'm going to say the requirement of here. See here, difference between the database and the internal table means, brother, database is a, okay, inside of the database we people can save the data permanently and we can see physically. But internal table, you can save the data temporarily. You can see the data at the executing, that means at the debugging mode only. Okay. Yeah. Now see here. Now I'm going to say the requirement here. I'm going to say the requirement here. See, I have a client. I have a client IBM. This IBM client asked me, Anil Krishna, I have a Mara table. Mara means what? It's a material table. Okay, my client asked me, Anil Krishna, I have a Mara table. Okay, that Mara table having, okay, that Mara table having, for example, 200 fields like material number, okay, created date, okay, created person, okay, and the last change date, etc., etc. It has 200 fields. It has 200 fields. This IBM client asked me, this IBM client, okay, this IBM client asked me, Anil Krishna, here you have, okay, here this Mara table having 200 fields like material number, created date, created person, last change, etc., etc. It has 200 fields. Here the requirement is, see here, out of these 200 fields, you please try to display these 4 fields only. See here the requirement is what, see this Mara table having 200 fields. This Mara table having 200 fields. Out of this 200 fields, you please try to display these 4 fields information only. These 4 fields information only you please try to display. Okay, see here the point is what, did you people remember? Okay, structure. Okay, see here, if the, see here, if the Mara table having 200 fields, if you want to display all fields information, means what, entire table they wants to display. Whenever the client wants to display entire table, then we people can simply display, specify the tables and table name. Just we people will declare the table. We people will declare the table name only whenever the client wants to display all fields of the table. Whenever the client wants to display all fields of the table, then just will specify the table name only. That's it. But here the client, he don't want to display all fields. He don't want to display all fields. He wants to display particular fields of this Mara table. He wants to display particular fields of the Mara table. And he said those particular fields also. See here, he said material number, created date, created person, and last change. These 4 fields data only you need to display by using the internal table. Here the point is what, if you want to display all fields information, of the Mara table, then we people can declare the table name directly, because all fields we need to display. But here he don't want to display all fields. Out of 400 fields, so he wants to display only 4 fields only. Okay, he wants to display only 4 fields only. Okay, so that's why, okay, just one second. See here, okay, he wants to display 4 fields only. So see here, whenever the client asks you to display the all fields of the table, means the entire table data he wants to display, then you need to specify the table name directly. But whenever the client wants to display particular fields of the table, then you no need to declare the table name. Why? Means so he don't need all the fields, right? He need particular fields. Which particular fields he need? For those particular fields, so we need to create a structure. We need to create a structure. Did you people remember here? See here. Mm, I'll show you declarative keywords. In our first class, I discussed the types keyword. Here, types keyword. What is the purpose of the types keyword? It is used to declare the structure. Structure means what? It's a collection of the particular fields. Okay. Here, see here. See the requirement here. Here, see here. I have a IBM client. This IBM client having the customer table. The customer table having 200 fields like customer number, customer name, customer type, customer address, like that. Here, IBM client, he wants to display all fields information. Whenever the client wants to display all fields information, just we need to declare the table name. Because why we are going to declare the table name is he wants to display all fields. All fields means what? Entire table we need to display. That's why we declare which table data we are going to display. That table we just mentioned here. Then after see here, I have a client Deloitte. This Deloitte client asked me, Anil Krishna, I have a customer table. It has 400 fields. Out of these 400 fields, you please try to display 4 fields only. Out of 400 fields, he wants to display only 4 fields only. Whenever the client wants to display particular fields of the table, then, okay, see, if you want to display these particular fields of the table, then we need to declare these particular fields. How we people can declare means, yes, with the help of structure. Okay, so see here, types and begin of structure name. And see, once we begin the structure, we need to end the structure. In between the begin of structure and end of structure,